How does the Regulatory Committee work in relation to Council?
As a new committee, a new institution within the Society, it's taken us a little while to thrash out exactly what our role is and where we stand in relation to Council. I think for the most part we're part of the consultative process within the working of the Society, but I think at the end of the day it is the Regulatory Committee who has the statutory power, if you like, to make the rules. And if there ever were a conflict between Council and the Regulatory Committee, I think the buck, if you like, stops with the Regulatory Committee.
How do you get on as a committee when you have a half lawyer and half non-lawyer membership?
I don't think that's an issue at all. I think the lay members of the committee are professional people. Many of them have been involved in governance issues, regulation issues within their own professions, and so they are fully aware of the sensitivities, if you like, of a regulatory committee within a profession, and there has been no discernible difference of opinion really between the lay members and the solicitor members. We seem to be functioning very well as a unit.
What are the main items on your agenda at present?
Well, we have a number of statutory items. I mean, we are the committee that signs off, if you like, on a number of issues. Eventually we will be the committee that will sign off on the regulations in relation to alternative business systems, for example. But the main item on our agenda at the moment is working our way through the areas of regulation of the Society, becoming familiar with them and building up a model for, if you like, reviewing those different areas, and ultimately looking at a more strategic overview of regulation within the Law Society.
What is your role in relation to the ABS regulatory model that the Society is now putting to the Scottish Government?
Well, obviously, as I said, ultimately we will be the area of the Society that will sign off on that. But we're being kept up to date with how that is developing, and we have been fully informed and involved in the discussions around the more contentious issues. One, for example, about when an organisation can use the word solicitor. That's certainly something that we have discussed, because there is a lay interest, there is a public interest in that, as well as a professional interest for lawyers. So that's an example of how the Regulatory Committee is currently involved in preliminary discussion and will eventually be involved in the final sign-off of the regulations.